Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to today. It's your favorite principal here, Dr. McGee, with the word of the day. And the word of the day today is behavior. Behavior. Behavior simply means the way one acts, like a person, the way they act or conduct themselves, especially towards others, right? The way one acts or conducts themselves, especially towards others, or how they respond to a stimulus or an event, right? So, behavior is super important when we're talking about self-awareness. All last week we talked about being decisive. We talked about interaction. We talked about stabilizing or steadiness. We talked about being cautious. These are all things that attribute to your behavior. And the goal is to be more self-aware of your behavior so that you communicate and understand others around you. Listen, your behavior is super important. How you behave is based on a set of patterns that are probably predetermined on some experiences that you had in the past. So what are your patterns like? What are our behavioral patterns like? When we start looking at behavior, it is super important to figure out what those patterns are so we can figure out what we need to do, but more importantly for today, what we need to stop doing. I think we should focus on what we need to stop doing. It's easy to focus on the things that we need to do because they sound good, they feel good, and they often look good. Well, I need to create affirmations. Well, I need to call my friends more. Or I need to be more optimistic in my thinking. I need to be understanding, right? It's easy. But what do you need to stop doing? What do you need to pause in your behavior pattern scheme that's going to allow you to be consistent in those affirmations? It's going to allow you to be consistent in calling those friends. What's going to be the pivotal point that allows you to really change? So let's focus on our behaviors, on what we need to stop doing in order to be great. Because sometimes you have to go slow to go fast. Sometimes you got to stop so that you can turn around. You can't just turn around running full speed. I mean, you can, but you might hurt yourself. So let's figure out the best way to make the shifts that we need to be the best that we need to be for ourselves and for our others that are around us. Behavior. It's a word, and a word changes the meaning, it changes the mood, and it changes the motivation. So Dr. McGee, your favorite principal, saying, I love you. Let's make it a great Monday.